Welcome dear students to the lectures of data structures and algorithm. The topic that we are going to learn today is quicksort implementation using C programming. Okay, so now let us see the program. Very first, if I want to sort an array or using quicksort, I will obviously ask user what is the size of array he requires. Say for example, user says, okay, there is an array of size 5. So I may create an array A of size 5 from location 0 to 4. Okay, so now in this, then we will ask user to enter the values in the array. Okay, let us see this with the program. Here we first write the header files. I'm writing some max size for the array, say for example 10, and then I'm creating an array globally, okay, of size max, and then size is also a variable which is a global declaration. Then here I'm writing all the functions that I require. Create array, display array, quicksort and partition. There are the two functions which we require to execute this or write the quicksort function. Okay. Now, in the main function, what we are doing is we are writing a do-while loop in which I am giving different options. First is enter the values in the array. The second is quicksort. Third is display the array. And last is exit. Okay. Then using scanning the options which user has entered, that option I am using in a switch case, and I am going to different cases. Case 1 will ask user to enter the array. It will check the size of the array from the user, and accordingly it will call the function create array A with the size. Then second case, it will call the quicksort function. Quicksort function takes three values as an input: array A, the beginning location of the array, and the ending location of the array. So ending location, if my array is of size n, so it is from 0 to n minus 1. That's why it is 0 and size minus 1. Okay. And then case 3, it is printing or displaying the array. It is simply calling the display array function with A and the size of the array. While the option is not 4, the fourth option is exit. जब तक exit नहीं click करते हैं, तब तक ये while do while will be running. So whenever I press 4, I will come out of the do while loop. There I write get ch return and I will stop my main function. So here we end the main function. Okay. Now I have written the different function definitions for various functions. The first is create array function. In the create array, I'm just taking a value. I'm just taking a for loop, and in this for loop from 0 to n minus 1, I'm scanning the values and storing them in array. Okay. In a display function, again I'm using a for loop, and in the for loop I'm just displaying a printf statement displaying all the values in your array. The main function that we should be learning in this particular program, that is a quicksort function. So quicksort function is this big. Okay. What it does, quicksort function takes as an input your array, your beginning of the array and ending location of the array. Okay. So now let us start. Suppose after create array function, I have loaded my array with all the values. Okay. And here when I call the quicksort function for the first time, it tells me what is the beginning. So beginning is equal to location of the first element. End is equal to location of the last element. And your array name A. So these are the three input I get when I call the quicksort function for the first time. Okay. Now what are we doing here is, I will take a static integer I. This I'm using for passes. I'll tell you later on why we are using this. Here there is a main condition. If beginning is less than end. If beginning is less than end. So yes, beginning is less than end. Yes. So what we will do, if beginning is less than end, we will go and call a partition function. The partition function takes as the input your array, your beginning and your end, same as this. Okay, but partition function क्या करेगा? It will take your array, it will find out some pivot element, and that pivot element it will send the address of the or the location of the pivot element. Okay, it will shuffle your array and it is sending some location. So before going and understanding the quicksort function, well, let us first understand the partition function. So here is the partition function which is taking as input your array, your beginning location and your end location. Okay, so now let us go and understand the partition function. So partition function, what it does, whatever value you are given as a beginning, okay, that is saved as a left and location. Okay, so beginning को मैंने left and location बोल दिया, and end जो है उसको मैंने right बोल दिया. Okay, and I'm declaring something as a flag which is initially 0. So initially our flag is 0. Now we'll start. while flag is not equal to 1. Whenever a flag turns 1, we have to stop the partition function. Okay, so till the time your flag is 0, we can run this loop. Okay, so now what are we doing is, so while flag is not 1, that is flag is 0, what we will do, we'll first enter the while loop. Okay, this is checking while a of location is less than a of right and location is not equal to right. So now I'll check this condition while a of location is less than a of right. What is a of location? 25. What is a of right? 45. Is 25 lesser than 45? Yes. Is location equal to right? मतलब 0 और 4 same है क्या? नहीं. Then in that case, I am entering the while loop, and what I am doing in the while loop? Right minus minus. That means decrement your right by 1. So now I am decremented my right by 1. Again I am inside the while loop. I am checking if a of location is less than a of right. Now a of location is this and a of right is this. So is this condition true? Okay. So here I will check this condition is false here. And whenever the condition is false, I am coming out of the while loop and now I am going here. So whenever I come out of the while loop, I have to check because of which condition I come out. If I come out because of condition, that is the second condition, location is equal to right. So I am checking that. If location is equal to right, then I have to turn the flag 1. Means हो गया हमारा sorting. Yeah. With the partition pass 1. But if location is not equal to right, that means this is the condition which has failed and because of which we have come out of the while loop. So in that case, we will go to the else if part and now we will check what we will do. We have to check if a of location is greater than a of right. मगर ये condition false हो रहा है तो obviously यही condition true होगा. Getting it? It is a reverse condition. So if this is the condition that I am checking here, if a of location is greater than a of right. So yes, if a of location is greater than a of right, and in that case, what are we supposed to do? We have to perform a swap operation. A of location and a of right को swapping करना है with the use of temporary. So I'm swapping a of location with a of right. That means 22 will come here, 25 will come there. Okay, so let's see this. Yeah, they have been swapped. Okay, so now after that I have to change my location is equal to right. Earlier my location is equal to left, but now I will change my location is equal to right. So location is now pointing to the 3, that is to the right. Now what I will do is I'm checking if flag is equal to 1. अभी मेरा flag 1 है क्या? नहीं है. So what will I do? I'll enter and I'll check the next condition. While a of location is greater than left. Okay. So now what I'm checking, if a of location is greater than a of left. What is a of location? 25. Is it greater than left? Yes. So in that case, increment left by 1. So I'm incrementing my left by 1. Next, again I'm going in a while loop and checking if a of location is greater than a of left. So here a of location is greater than a of left. So again you have to increment left by 1. Okay. So my left has come to the 84. Now I'm again checking while a of location is greater than a of left. So I'm checking the condition again. But here this is not greater than 84. So the condition is false. Whenever the condition is false, I'm coming out of the while loop. Again I'm checking the two conditions. इनमें से कौन सा condition false होके मैं बाहर आई हूँ? Last वाला है तो location is equal to left होगा. इस केस में मुझे flag 1 करना है. But this is not the condition. I come out because of the first condition. So what is the reverse of first condition? A of location is greater than equal to left होना चाहिए. तो A of location less है क्या? So if A of location is less than left, yes, it is lesser than left, right? So what do we do in that case? We have to swap. Swap what? A of location with A of left. So I'm swapping A of location with A of left. Okay, so 25 and 85 are getting swapped. Okay, after that I change my location to left. So now location was at right here. If you could observe this. Okay, so location was equal to right. Now location will be equal to left. Okay, so here I am coming out and I am coming out of this loop of if loop, while loop. So again in this while loop, I am going inside the while loop and I am checking the condition again. So what is the condition in the first or main while loop? That is if flag is not equal to 1. So currently my flag is 0. It is not equal to 1. So I can enter the while loop. Now again I am at this line and I am checking this condition. if A of location is less than equal to A of right. So we have coming again over here. So this is हम लोगों ने जो स्टार्टिंग में लोकेशन वाला वैल्यू पकड़ा है that is 25. So it is still there. Location is always 25 for this particular pass. So what we are doing is we are just shifting a location from left to right and right to left. Okay, if it is on left, then it should be lesser than right. If location is left at the left side, it should be lesser than right. And if location is on right side, then it should be greater than left. That is what the condition that we are checking for always. Now your location is on left, so it should be lesser than right. That is the condition that we should be checking. Okay, so here flag was not 1, that's why I entered the main while loop. Okay, now inside the main while loop, I am at this condition while A of location is less than equal to A of right. So is A of location is less than A of right? That means is this value less than A of right? Yes. If it is yes, then good. We have to decrement a right by 1. So what I am doing, decrement a right by 1. So my right is now pointing to the same place where location and left is pointing. Again I am checking, I am going in a while loop. But here while loop will come out because of this condition not satisfied. What is this condition? Location is not equal to right. Currently my location and right is same. So I am coming out of the while loop and this if loop will now satisfy. That is location equal to right, and now I will turn my flag as 1. So whenever my flag, in this case, I will turn my flag as 1. Okay, and now what I'm doing is else if will always not work because if condition was executed, and after this I'm checking if flag is 1. Yeah, so if flag is not 1 then you execute, but my flag is 1 so I cannot execute this, so I have to stop here. That means I will come out of the while loop. While loop will check while flag is not equal to 1, but here in this case your flag is 1. Okay, so the while loop is false and I will come out of the while loop. So what is the while loop? It is starting at line number 94 and it is ending at line number 120. So I come out of the while loop and the last line to perform is return the location. So what is the location? Location is equal to 2. So I am sending the location of value 25, okay, as the answer. So this is what I am returning at the partition function. So when partition function just returns you location that is equal to 2. Now what do we do here in our program? In our program, partition function has returned me the value 2 that I am storing in the location, and then I am calling the two quicksort functions. Okay, one to the left side, okay, this one to the left side, and the another function recursively to the right side. So to the left side, the function will be giving for same array A, okay, but left side will be this particular thing. Okay, I am returning this location is equal to 2. So your partition function is over, and now if we just see, this is the beginning of the array, this is the ending of the array, and we got this as a location. Okay, so now we are calling left side function is this and right side function is this. So we have to call the quicksort function recursively to left side, that means only to these two numbers. So what it will give as the array A? What is the beginning of the array? Obviously beginning. But what is the end of this array? That is location minus 1. Are you getting this? That's why I'm calling this function for array A beginning and location minus 1 as the end. And for right side, what is it? For right side, it is beginning is location plus 1 and end is end only. That's why beginning is location plus 1 and end is end, and this is the array A. So here I am calling two quicksort function for next two sides. So that will be pass 2, this will be pass 3. Getting it? So in pass 1 we just got 25 at its position. In pass 2 we will run only for these two numbers. Pass 3 we will run for 84 and 45. So this way it will keep on recursively calling the different passes till it breaks down the array to the size 1. So whenever it breaks down to the array to size 1, your job is done, the array is already sorted. So this way the quicksort actually works. So I hope you have understood this particular function and the main algorithm program for it. If you have any doubts or comments, you can ask me in the comment box below. Now we will try to run our program. So let us run this program. Enter the values in the array. size of the array, say for example 5, the numbers I'm giving as, say for example this, I'm just displaying my array. Now I'll try to apply the quick sort. So after applying quick sort, I'll just check. So my array is already sorted. So here we got the output. Now if I want to see what is happening at each and every pass, so I can check that with. Okay, so now if I want to see the each and every passes and what happens to the array after every pass, I have to go to the quick sort function definition. Okay, in this, wherever I'm applying the partition function, so after applying partition function, your one pass is over, and here we are calling to the next two passes, that is to the left side and to the right side. Okay, so after the end of partition function, we have to put these two lines. The first is pass number printf. Okay, so I'm printing the pass number. Static integer I have taken I in beginning, it is 1, and it will keep on incrementing after every pass. And then display array is the function which I have just called to display the current state of the array. Now we'll run our program and we'll see how we get the output for each passes. Now I'm going to option 1, array size is 5, and some values I'm entering in my array. I'll display my array. Now this is the array which I have entered. Now let's see how we get the array sorted. So this is option 2, that is quick sort. It is showing me 3 passes. So first pass, what it did, it took the 24 as a pivot element or the location, and it put 24 at its proper place in pass 1. So at the end of pass 1, can we observe one thing? The left of 24 is lesser and right of 24 is greater. So 84, 51 are greater than 24, and these two are lesser than 24. That means 24 has reached its proper position. Pass 2 will execute only left side. So left side it has been sorted. Right side remains as it is. And pass 3, left side and this is constant. Only pass 3 is executed for these two numbers. It has sorted them and we got this array sorted. So that is after pass 3, your entire array is sorted. So quick sort doesn't depend on how many passes. If there are n numbers, it is not that you will require n-1 passes. It depends on the type of array or the values that we are giving. Accordingly, the pass numbers can vary. It can increment and decrement. So I will give you a little things to just work on, just practice. What you can do is try running the quick sort for a completely sorted array or completely ascending array or completely descending order, and you just try and check how many passes are you getting. If anyone has any idea or hint about how many passes you'll get, please write down that in the comment box below. Okay, so thank you all for watching this video. Do subscribe to this